We are so close to completing the summer bucket list, even though it doesn't look like summer with all this rain. But when I got this email here saying that the silent disco had to be cancelled on the sunrise on the beach, I was devastated because I thought I wouldn't be able to complete my bucket list. But that's not the attitude that you can have in a city like Sydney, because I just jumped online and lo and behold, there was another silent disco which is on tonight. I'm on my way there now. And when I got this email, I thought these are definitely the vibes, because there is no such thing as bad weather, only bad attitude. Welcome to the episode where I tell you all about one of my favorite bucket list items to tick off. The My City Summer series took place in the school holidays, so I only had a limited amount of time. When the first silent disco that I had booked in cancelled, I didn't realise that this would actually lead to one of the most memorable and iconic experiences. And not to be dramatic, but this definitely has to go down in history as one of the best experiences in my life. And if you remember that email from earlier, this silent disco was run by a company called Disco Loco. And yeah, it did get pretty loco out there. The Disco Loco hosts brought the best vibes. Even though it was raining, they didn't care. This was our main character moment. To just have those headphones on, being your own little world and sing your heart out. We all started off as strangers, but along the way, you know what? We became our own Disco Loco family. Because we were soaked from the beginning. Our feet were literally squelching through the city, but we did not care. And we were not worried about what other people were thinking. This group was a judgment-free zone. Because if you want to know what we really sounded like, yeah, it wasn't pretty.
What a day! Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah! Go girls! But in life, you basically have two choices. You can concern yourself with what other people are thinking about you and make yourself worried about it, or you can do the opposite and not give a damn. So we kept dancing through the streets of Sydney, taking shelter where possible, giving some song requests, doing some challenges, and of course, making the most of every moment. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of getting thirsty after all this dancing. So we made a pit stop at the Harbourview Hotel, and Disco Loco had organised us a cheeky discount to make sure that we stayed hydrated. Okay, but all my belongings are soaked. I'm going to need a minute.
Do you need to
So while we were at our little pit stop, you know what didn't stop? The good vibes. And I'll give a big cheers to that. And cheers to these two cuties who bought me a little margarita. And we all did try our very best to use this moment to take a little break, but the tunes were just so good. Honestly, we could not keep still. And then we were back to the streets to boogie with some pretty iconic landmarks as our backdrop. But it didn't get much more iconic than our dance moves, right? And the pure joy from this group just kept reminding me that there really is no point in taking life too seriously. And in the wise words of Natasha Bedingfield, you gotta feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. And we definitely released our inhibitions on this tour. And I didn't really expect there to be so much sightseeing when I added this to the list. But I can't think of a better way I would rather see the city. We started and ended the tour at Circular Quay, looping underneath the Harbour Bridge and past the Sydney Opera House, dancing our way on Gadigal country, which is such a privilege because this was, is, and always will be Aboriginal land. Okay, but do you have what it takes to keep up with us? Because we're going to boogie our way through the next part of the tour. And then, for the grand finale, as we were making our way back to the starting point, the sun decided to join us. I think the sun was getting a little jealous that the rain was having all the fun. So she came out shining for our last little stretch. So we were very lucky to get the best of both worlds. The cinematic movie moment of the rain in the beginning, and then the sunshiny goodness at the end. We loved hyping up everyone along our journey, and we made sure to serenade as many people as possible. We encountered a lot of people who would give us smiles, some brave enough to join in for a little bit of a boogie, and lots of people taking photos and videos. So I genuinely wonder how many camera rolls I'm sitting in right now of that crazy lady in the street. And even though the tour was done, it was just so hard to say goodbye. So we kept the good vibes flowing for just a little longer with my new pals. Thank you for watching the bonus and final episode of the My City Summer series. So rain, hail or shine, remember, it is always a good day to have a good day. Okay, so the video's over now. You can get up and get moving. Now to know what you're waiting for, go and get groovy. Bye.